accident, Selena found her artistic spirit. She has a show opening tonight at the Honolulu Academy of Arts, and she says finding her art helped her heal in ways she never have thought possible.
I don't like to do anything that I'm not familiar with myself. That's what inspires me, is sharing the things that I know because I experienced that, firsthand, not to make anybody feel uncomfortable. That's not the intention of the art at all.
Well, Selena, it sounds as if the need, the urge to create art was there in you even before you did anything, and now it's more a matter of developing technique, but the creativity seems to be there. Do you feel pretty confident with that you'll always have something to say?
I do. I have a lot of things to say. Before I started doing art, I wrote a lot of poetry. I never shared it with anyone, and after I wrote a poem, I never reread my poems. So I was creating things before the art, and now, in fact, there's a class that's coming up at the Academy where they're going to help me learn how to put my writing and my paintings together. And so I'm excited about that. But I do have a lot of things to say because of the things that I went through. I feel like it helps me to find joy. Because before the car accident, I was a very athletic person. I played basketball and I did martial arts, and a lot of my best friends are athletes. And when I got into the accident, my whole life changed. I couldn't do those things that I could do, and I felt trapped. In this art class, with the new friends that I'm making in art, it's a whole different lifestyle. They were wanting to do art their whole lives, and I just stumbled onto it. So it's a lot of changes for me in a really short amount of time, and I'm being told a lot of different things from different people about the art world, and sometimes it gets really scary. Art alone, I enjoy it so much, and I want to learn everything there is to learn about it.
It sounds like maybe the only thing that anybody needs to tell you is to listen to yourself.
That sounds like good advice. It's definitely made a difference in my life. The first time I had to do a biography for my art show, I didn't know what that was. So I looked up the information online on some artists, and I saw, how a kind of like a biography went. So I just wrote what was true. I was a product of rape. I was abused and abandoned, and all that whole story about how I found art. Mm-hmm. And then people got shocked by that. But in my mind, nobody sat down and taught me about, how an autobiography needs to go. But what artists did tell me is, even though they've been doing art that long, they're not that comfortable with sharing as personal as I do. I guess one of the things they said is because of fear. Mm-hmm. But I think my teacher made it so comfortable where she let me know that I didn't have to be afraid of what happened to me, and that it's okay to express whatever I needed to express through my art. And so that's why I shared what I shared.
Well, it's helped, hasn't it?
It has. I mean, a lot of times people say a lot of the pieces are very sad or depressing, but it needed to get out.
Yeah.
It needs to get out, or even a sad song. A lot of times people will listen to a sad song after a breakup because it makes them feel better.
Right.
It's kind of the same concept, I think, for me, is it just needs to get out. And I think a lot of people really, I can tell them about what went on in my life, but when I do the art for the first time, they really can see it and feel it more. And then there's a connection. And then there's closure for me. I feel better, and I feel understood, and I can move on to something else. And it is amazing how it's healed so many things, and even given me the gift of newfound friendships, because my life has changed so much.
Well, Selena, it strikes me that you're the real thing, and it also strikes me that you're going to be an artist the rest of your life. Do you think so?
No.
No?
I mean, I apologize because my my teacher's gonna kill me if she hears this, but I'm not a very confident person in myself, and I know art is helping in that area. I was told that I was never gonna amount to anything my whole life. And I think not sometimes, but I struggle with thinking that on a daily basis, and it's hard even when people say they like my art, because it's hard to believe that they like something to do with me. And I want to believe it. Sometimes I do for a little bit, but most times I don't. And but art definitely helps me when it can help other people.
Selena Wilhelm's work will be on display this month at the Honolulu Academy of Arts. There's a special opening tonight at the Academy at 5 p.m. The teacher who got her started was art instructor Rebecca Horn at Honolulu Community College. Selena is continuing her art studies through the Academy's Vision, Strength, and Artistic Access program. And Beth Ann, I was so impressed with this young woman. I really think she's going to continue on the course she's on, and it's going to really change her life. It already has.
We're sitting here, all of us, with tears in our eyes listening to this. She's an amazingly brave girl, and I'll tell you, she's got a hell of a teacher.
That's right.